you. Oh, remember? I was like, this is what makes it a Souls game. A Souls-like.
Oh, yeah.
You can't have a Souls-like unless you can roll through pots. I almost killed myself, but it was totally worth it.
Oh man, that's great.
That's it, though. That's like... I remember being in like an underground tomb where there was a shit ton of them, and I was like, wait.
I've done this before.
I have to know. Alright. It's enough of that shit.
Let us continue.
But I mean, it's just like, it's just like, you know, what's another, like, genre, like a Metroidvania or whatever, like, yeah, you know, they have their elements that you have to hit on for it to really fall into that genre. And when it comes to the Souls-like now, pot rolling is definitely one of them. Ha ha ha! Pot rolling.
Pot rolling.
Yeah, let's roll some pot. Ah, shit!
No,
Sorry, I got really excited about that when I made that connection. Sure, I scared some children, I think.
You gotta pack bowls with just straight up dip.
Oh my god.
that like made me want to throw up just saying it.
Really? I don't think you could smoke dip. I mean, you probably could.
Yeah, I'm not an idiot. I know he's an idiot.
Oh, good. I get to get electrocuted again. That's the point we're at. All right, let me start this thing up again. No going live soon stream. I'm just going in raw.
Just get in there.
Just get up
Raw
in
dog,
there.
Dude.
Hong Kong Fooey.
All right, I'm hitting the button.
Ball nuts first.
Hit that fucking button.
I think it's a bridge, dude. You don't need to, like, scan that hard. Oh, hello.
Oh god, it's a big boy.
Ah! That's a licking toad.
Who's licking toes?
I mean, nobody yet, but if I can, you know, get that guy, get a nice advantageous position on him, I might take the opportunity to lick him. Okay. Now for the whole reason I did this. Gooey boy.
Yes.
Gooey boy, little gooey.
2 hours later.
Fucking yes!
Oh, yeah.
You gooey fucker.
Oh, the tongue, like, jostles around.
Yeah.
That's great.
Oh, that
For the legs.
dislocation there.
Ride
Yeah.
those legs up.
Oh, look at the tongue. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh god, I could wrap it around me like a scarf.
Can you scan it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Not the
It's
tongue,
got like
but
a
it.
fucking chameleon tongue.
Oh, I got it right as it disappeared. Ogdo. Yeah, the one you were thinking of, the Ogdo Bogdo, is the, like, boss one. Which people were like, yeah, that's another piece of the, like, Souls-like formula is having an enemy in an early area that's, like, way beyond your ability when you first enter that area as, like, a check, you know? What you got?
Oot Trill.
Trill?
That's what, BD1 said. It said Futu Trill.
Futu Trill. Isn't Trill... What does Trill mean? Trill has a meaning.
Trill?
Yeah.
I think, like, ratchet.
Yeah.
Are those synonymous?
Right.
It was like ratchet in pre-ratchet era. Mick.
I hate modern slang and lingo.
You know what that means, though? It means we're old shits now.
Yeah, I'm just being a new shit.
Oh my god, okay.
My shit's frozen.
The real definition of trill is a quivering or vibratory sound. Alternating.
Is that... That's trill, not shrill?
Trill.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Really? Yeah. I guess that is the official defo of trill.
And now the slang, just so we all are up to speed here.
Bring it on. Let's go. I got to know this.
It's a hip hop slang for someone or something that is genuine or authentic.
Do what you must to reach me.
Oh.
Okay,
That's
yeah.
not right.
I thought I
That was like the
remembered.
opposite of what we thought.
Look up "knuck if you buck" because I always wanted to know what happened if I bucked without knucking.
What is all this knuck about Buck? What the knuck, bro?
Dude, buck my
What
nut.
am I saying? Please actually look it up now, because I need to know what
Yeah,
we're saying.
now
What does this mean?
You might have really insulted somebody.
Yeah, what have I done?
Why do I have to?
Persistence
Why do I have to
is my
buck if I knuck?
Just remember
Or knuck if
that.
I don't know, dude.
I just knucked all over the place.
Have a buck for a knuck.
What happened?
Dude, inflation is crazy, dude. Knucks are more than $1 now. They're like $1.50.
Knuck job, bro.
$1.50 knuck? What? Come on. Oh, wait. My friend boy.
Yeah, what is that? Is that Boney?
He's like a lizard dragon man. He's like looking down though. Like, hey, what are you doing?
Oh, and now
What are you doing in my poop hole?
he's like a living GoPro.
Yeah.
He's a
Or like,
living GoPro.
what is a peck box? He's like a little peck box boy.
Reminds me of the cat dog thing from the cat dog bird from Last Guardian.
Just name all the animals. Oh no, you actually that was accurate. Yeah.
The one from Brazil?
No. This is why I love doing this in this format where no one can understand each other through the
Telephone.
compression. Yeah. Cat dog bird from
I
Brazil.
don't understand from all the words he put together.
Yeah, well, there were several of them.
You heard what I said, right, Brennan?
Yeah, I heard what you said when you said it.
No, I heard what you said. I just like couldn't read the Scantron, dude. Like, no, but the one from
Yeah, Brazil.
okay, all right. I didn't like that one.
Ponytail, Brazil.
Brazil.
Wait, am I allowed to say that?
This area
I
is
don't
used
see
for
why not.
meditation.
I like
You
the
could-
contrast, though.
Could go for the contrast.
Do it. Do it.
Yeah, there we go. All right, now we got the wall
Jeff
run.
looks like a 14-year-old girl's iPhone.
God damn it, you ruiner!
Just turn the PlayStation off. We're done.
All right, now we gotta change it though. Going to the black.
If you could get like,
Is he there?
Yes, Aphelion.
oh man, that's so
You
good.
you manipulator, you did that. Yeah, I like the black one better. What can I say to make them hate the white one? Looks like a 14-year-old girl's iPhone. It's not fucking rose gold, you ass.
Close enough.
Probably would have won. Probably.
Wow, that's so bad it made Greg leave.
Like he's moving.
Back to New York, I hope.
No, like
No,
farther.
yeah. Like into the ocean.
Into the earth, into the depths of the earth itself. Oh, that reminds
You
me.
will find everything you need to
Something.
succeed on this journey.
Cool story.
Go to the
Thanks, dude. The book comes out in August.
What are you gonna name it? I feel like the title's gonna give all the content away. Just name it
The
O.
book?
Yeah.
I'm gonna name it. Anne Frank's only got one filthy round left in the chamber. Maybe bleep that whole thing out.
No, we're live. Anything you say about Anne Frank is now forever on the internet. Alright. Wiggle, 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 wiggle.
One eternity later.
Roll over. Good boy. Good boy. Oh, he rolled over.
Oh my
Imagine
goodness.
dissecting that in high school biology.
Oh god. You
I
could
want
like
a sleeping bag of that, actually.
what?
I want a sleeping bag of that.
Well, before you
how,
said
like, they cut open the tauntaun to sleep in him.
This may smell bad, kid, but it'll keep you warm.
Yeah.
Because, like, chilly out, I guess. Like that, but with that.
An Ogdo bag.
And yeah, a zipper on the side.
Picture Ogdo tent.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, before you said that, you were saying, "Oh, I'd love to dissect that in class," and I was like, "That's dangerous. You could lose like 3 kids inside of that."
I didn't say I'd love to. I just said
sorry. Oh my god.
I mean, since we're on the I mean, you know, I won't knock it if I haven't tried it, but yeah, losing kids, whatever.
I mean, it would be not that just dissecting frogs isn't, but it would be a good way to like single out the weird kids. You know, find them early.
Yeah.
Like, did he just climb inside of it? Yeah, he just climbed inside of it. All right, now we know.
Did you just cannonball into a lung?
Stop that! Don't eat it.
You can't make a tube dress out of the Sphinx Tower.
A Sphinx Tower.
Sphinx Tower. Yeah, it's
What's that? I still have bones, right?
Such a butthole.
What'd you say?
What's it such a butthole?
Therapy, butthole therapy.
All I'm hearing is butthole, and I'm very uncomfortable, Scott. It's like butthole, another word, butthole.
All here is butthole.
That butthole is loud.
It's like every time you speak to me, like I just butthole. Like it's like every time you're around, all I can think about it. Like when you say it, and it's all you say. They're terrible. They're everywhere. Stop it.
Yeah.
Yay, Ooga Booga.
Barely even got
Doggo.
touched that time.
You're not gonna jiggle Doggo around?
Oh my god, you're right. He's gonna disappear. Jiggle, you fucker.
Yeah.
Jiggle, 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 jiggle.
Several song-filled hours later.
Oh, you were in him.
Oh yeah, I'm up in that, bro.
It's like high school dissection anatomy all over again.
Who's the scientist now, man? Oh, look at that fucker. He's not even running from me.
Is that an Eevee?
Making a new
Dude, we already established
Looks
that.
like a mongrel.
Joke's been made.
I didn't hear the joke.
Well,
Diglett.
Diglett.
sorry, it's not that I wanted to kill it, it's that I just wanted it to learn that, you know, humans can be dangerous, and I really don't want it to be too naive.
Oh,
you
dude,
know?
I feel that.
Yeah, word.
Like
You're
every
being
time I hit
sarcastic.
an ammo with my car, I'm like, you stupid.
We fucking taught you to learn.
I didn't just go off the road to teach you a lesson. I get off the road to teach all of you a lesson.
I just see you driving through the fucking forest.
It's like blasted through tree branch.
You'll never learn if I don't fucking try to do this. Tough love, nature, tough love.
Screaming, y'all gonna learn
When you
today.
hit me with the truck.
You like wreck your car in the middle of the woods.
Finally,
Like,
the
I've done my part, man.
finally the
Walk out
cops
on a
haul you
rampart.
in, and they're just like, "Has he been drinking?"
I'll
Like,
never
no,
go near another road again.
he is stone cold sober.
Oh man.
Think twice about bringing cars into their woods.
Learn to drive, idiot.
I stay to the deer as I'm chasing through the woods with my car.
All right, everybody, shut up. Story time.
They're like, oh damn, I hope this deer isn't a cop.
It contains a list of Force-sensitive children.
The next generation of Jedi.
It's really funny if you take the word "force" out of that sentence.
You knew him?
I was his apprentice.
I have here a list of children who are tucked by their uncle. The next generation.
Sensitive children.
I have a list of sensitive children. Are we talking like emotionally, or like, no, stop?
Oh, I'm so glad you said that.
Very ticklish little bastards.
I regret to report that both our Jedi Order and the Republic have fallen.
That was from
That was out of the Clone Wars?
yeah.
Sensitives We
Cool.
could rebuild it.
Well, it's like a continuation of, I think he starts the message in the prequel trilogy,
Let's get it.
and then you get to see a continuation of it in the Clone Wars, if I'm remembering right. I don't know.
He mentioned
I was like
something about
12
the
years old when I saw the
and,
prequels.
Zepho homeworld.
All right, well, where are we going? I'm just asking because I was thinking of maybe making some food.
Look, before we
Oh.
do anything, I need to know something. How come you're no longer a Jedi?
I had an experience that changed my perspective. So I cut myself off from the Force.
But you still want to rebuild the
What
Order.
a bad trip,
I
huh?
believe that rebuilding
Bad
the
trip.
Order is the best chance we have against the Empire. What do you believe?
I believe I can't keep hiding from the Empire, so I don't really have a choice.
Cal, as long as you're alive, you will always have a choice. Are you with us?
Like, physically?
We're in.
Dathomir Zepho.
Tweety-doo was what he said. Hey guys, you know there's like an ominous glyph inside your ship, right? Mind if I use it? I'm gonna use it.
Good thing they didn't use bonfires in this game, because that wouldn't make any fucking sense.
They should have just used beds from Minecraft.
Beds. Oh, could you imagine that? Just out in the world, there's a fucking bed here.
Is this a
In the middle of
boxy pixel bed?
Yeah, we can.
oh, specifically beds from Minecraft.
Oh yeah.
I wonder what
Yeah,
lightsaber
but this
tastes
isn't a
like.
flame, dude. This is like crystal plasma or something or
Yeah,
other.
but like, what does it taste like?
It tastes like give me a
Spicy.
second to remember what this is called. Tastes like amaretto. Tastes like amaretto.
Oh,
Amaretto.
you're gonna say umami. God, that's such a good way to get kicked out of like Jedi school, though. Like taking questions on the lightsaber, just like, what does it taste like? Like, kick that kid out.
Like, if I cook with it, will it impart any foreign flavors into my meal?
It's a sacred weapon.
But all my knives are dirty.
They're not nearly as cool.
Have you seen
Did you hear that? He actually hit me, and then he goes, "Please don't hurt me." Like he knows I fucking he just pissed me off.
People in the chat, tell us your favorite BD1 quote.
Was it tree boop beep or beep boop de bop?
Max says his favorite quote is beep boop.
Dude, I
Max,
like it.
there's so many
Minimalist.
other ones you could have picked, really. But why the beep boop? What makes the beep boop special?
Really
Like trill
says
beep,
Trill beep.
foo bop, like
Oh man, Foobop's a classic.
foo beep trill.
Uh,
Who knows, man? Who knows?
I'd say Beep Trill is probably BD's most provocative quote.
Yeah,
A lot
I
of
mean,
insight.
as we explore his body of work, it definitely does stand out as, you know,
I'm excited to see you like
contrast.
what other inspirational things BD will bring us
Yeah.
throughout this gameplay.
People are saying his next work may be his magnum opus. Oh, I'm missing this cool shit.
Maybe.
What ship is that, Greg? I can't remember.
I don't know, some kind of transport shuttle.
Yeah.
It's cool looking though. I don't know. I don't recognize that design with like the
It's
quad.
from the original
wing.
trilogy. They're usually on the ground, though, with the wings up.
No, they usually have like a tri-wing design with that bifolded quad wing. That looks like it might be a new like design for the game, based off of those ships that you're thinking about. I could be wrong.
Can't Scalp Link. Oh, by the way, didn't we have Poe's X-Wing here, too? At the set? Did you take that?
Yeah, no. Oh, it's at my house because I was going to paint it and I never ended up finishing the painting.
Because I was looking for that. I put the TIE Fighter up there. But...
Yeah, no, I wanted to do a paint job on it because really quickly I'll touch on how on like the Star Wars Bandai kits.
You'll let your guard down soon.
Yeah, basically I built two of them so far and they were both like ships.
Yeah.
Basically you can get the one, they're like 172 scale ships, but then they also have like, I think it's 148 scale of like some of the characters and figures and stuff.
By Bandai? I don't think I've seen
Yeah.
those. Huh.
Dude, well, they have a really great K2SO from
Oh my God.
Rogue One. Wow. But anyway, yeah, so you can get like some of the I think you can get a Stormtrooper. I know they have a K2SO. I think they have like a Death Trooper kit too now. Stuff like that.
Do they have AT-ATs?
Which one's the AT-AT? Is that the
This is
Chicken
the-
Walker or the
No, not the big fuckers.
the quad?
The big
yeah.
fuckers, yeah.
Yeah.
I think they do. Yeah, I think they do.
AT-ATs. Was it Bandai that did the crossover with like the Japanese style samurai Star Wars stuff?
Yeah, it was.
Those were really cool.
Yeah, and Bobby, they have a 2017. The kit came out. AT-AT or an AT-AT.
Cool.
Oh, that's, I thought, thank you.
1/144 scale. Looks really freaking cool.
What's the scale?
1/144.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, basically the plastic is really good. They're really high detailed kits. Like, the build is similar to a high grade, but in terms of the surface detail on the parts, they're like way nicer than Gunpla. Yeah, I mean, if you like Star Wars ships, like I'm not like super into Star Wars, but I built the X-Wing and the TIE Fighter just for fun. Both really, really good kits, and like, yeah, the details there. So if you want to paint them,
Let's see if this
there you go.
autofocuses.
There's the first order TIE Fighter that I built.
Yeah, that's sweet.
Yeah. And like, I mean, you can look them
I'm
up.
gonna get this back on with one hand.
You can look up some of the pictures of some painted kits online. There's some really incredible stuff.
Yeah, this is, I mean, it looks pretty good for unpainted.
Yeah, but like, imagine it with just some like weathering and stuff. And I've seen like some of my favorite painted Star Wars figures or kits were like TIE Fighters with like a red paint job that's like weathered as shit. You guys are wondering about Bandai Star Wars kits? Check them out. Definitely worth looking into.
Yeah, no, I definitely will. I'd love to make some Star Wars models.
Yeah, I actually I just saw it was really cool. It was like a kit bash from like Indonesia, and it was like the AT-ST legs, but it was like, you know, like the like, I don't even know what to call it, but like the like scooter carts in like Indonesia and
speeder
India,
bikes?
like
Oh,
the
no, you're talking about...
tuk-tuks.
yeah, they're like the three-wheelers with like a little like enclosed body.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they like took like the AT-ST like top like cockpit off and like put like a miniature of that on there. It was pretty cool looking.
That's pretty cool.
Awesome.
So I have like the chicken walker legs, but then like just the body of the thing on top.
That's so funny.
Yeah, it was really cool.
He thinks Rogue One is really good?
Yeah. I really liked it at first, but after I watched it again, I was like, you kind of poked like a bunch of the holes in the movie.
Yeah. Well, you know one of its major characters makes an appearance in this game, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Minor spoiler. I won't say who it is, but in case no one knows yet. Yeah, I still kind of like Rogue One.
I still kind of like Rogue One too, especially out of most of the stuff that has been put out since Disney's acquisition of it.
Yeah.
It's just moments that I find really like flaccid and weak.
Ugh. Very visual wording. Thank
Sorry.
you.
You're gonna go watch the movie again, and you're gonna be like, "Wow, I get it."
I think Mandalorian is the thing that's in our brain that makes us think there's another movie, but it's not.
Maybe Mando.
Like supplementary things. What did you think of Solo? What was your?
I didn't like
opinion of
it. I don't like it at all.
No.
No.
I'm kind of in the minority on that. I didn't love it, but I kind of liked it.
No, I have a hard time watching it. Like I've like forced myself to watch it several times. It's
several times. What are you, a masochist? You don't like it, but you're gonna watch it a bunch of times?
Dude, I like Star Wars enough to try. Like,
okay, I hear you.
Again, similar to Rogue One, like there's like some really great moments in it, but for the most part, I don't enjoy it.
I mean, I've started to like see more films that, as independent films of their own, like not an indie film, but you know, on their own they're a good movie, but as a part of a bigger franchise, not so much. Like people will say, you know, good movie, but not a good Star Wars movie. I feel like that's kind of how I feel about Solo a little bit.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, in that sense, it's kind of like an Indiana Jones sci-fi kind of story. I think Rogue One has better like character.
Yeah.
Like,
it felt more attached to the like overarching Skywalker.
More character development and stuff like that. And I'm not gonna do spoilers or anything on Rise of Skywalker, but I will say that like the sequel trilogy is hard to watch, man. It's really
I mean, it's mixed reception, and I kind of understand both sides of it. I also think it's like kind of a victim of overhype too. You just can't.
See, I don't know. I don't think the movie would have needed any hype.
I mean, I'm sort of looking at it through the lens of this game too. Like, this game didn't have super high expectations for it because people didn't really know what Respawn could do. I mean, I had a lot of faith in them because I loved Titanfall and, you know, some of the other stuff. Like, you can just tell when a studio is a good studio and they know what they're doing. After playing games for however many years. But yeah, people were like, oh, it might be good, it might be okay, whatever, and then it comes out, and like, sure, it wasn't like it's the greatest Star Wars game ever made, but it was a good game, probably one of the top 3 in 2019. So,
and it was a Star Wars game.
Yeah, a good Star Wars game that nailed the vibe and told an original story too, which I think is, you know, great that we're at least seeing that. Yeah, I think the way to go with it is really just expanding the universe outside of those Skywalker series characters too, you know.
Well, and that's where I think that you have like some critical issues going on there, because I think that could have absolutely happened, and I feel like they also kind of tried to do it, but they they introduce all these characters for almost no reason. I've come to determine, but I'm not going to get into it. We can do like a whole spoiler cast or something. Like,
yeah, I mean, again, like thinking about Respawn and stuff here with them making this game. Originally, they wanted them to like play it safe. EA, I mean, wanted them to play it safe, and they were like, okay, so you made shooters with Titanfall and stuff, and they were like, make a shooter game with the Star Wars property. And Respawn really had to be their own advocate, and they were like, no, trust us, we can do a Jedi, like, lightsaber-based combat kind of game. And, I mean, you gotta give EA credit where credit is due. They at least let them do it, you know? They were like, ugh, I think it's nasty, and I just whacked it. Yeah, they gave them the okay, and now they're happy about it. And Disney is like, you know, now, I think this is part of what spurred them to say, like, we're going to be looking at other AAA studios for our first-party properties, goddamn rats, rather than, you know, trying to do their own stuff. They're like, hey, these studios know what they're doing. We can trust them with our IPs.
Yeah.
God, I love the sense of scale you get in these places.
Yeah.
Everything's huge. That's what I love about certain games where, like, the background just looks enormous, and it's not necessarily a skybox.
Like pre-rendered, or like a, you know, basically a still image that's been touched up with like lighting effects or something.
Exactly.
It's basically, you're saying it's not an illusion, it's actually like, oh! It's actually like
there.
Overshot it. Yeah, I was like, there's a real word for this. It's like actually there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, hardware is allowing us to do that. New hardware.
It's true. Like, you know what game was really cool, which I think its predecessor it got from? The Last Guardian. It was just like huge open spaces.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you played it, but did you ever see gameplay of it?
Yeah, I've seen gameplay of it. I did not play it. I, for a long time, thought I was going to, and then it just didn't happen. There's been some controversy, not controversy, that's too strong of a word for it, just nitpicking about, like, how the lightsaber functions as far as, like, you know, chopping off limbs and shit. And Respawn, the developers, kind of defended it, saying, like, well, when you watch the movies, like, the only time, like, a limb is chopped off is when it's at, like, a really, like, poignant moment.
Now stand aside, worthy adversary. 'Tis but a scratch. Just a flesh wound.
An important moment, like a moment of character development or loss or whatever. That hit me right in the face.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Ooh, you got nailed.
So they were saying, yeah, it would kind of take away from that if you were just running around chopping off everybody's everything, you know?
Yeah, that makes sense.
At least with humanoid or human enemies. Gotta go to Kashyyyk.
Let's go to Kashyyyk. That's like the, like, jungly forest planet, right?
Yeah, how the hell did you know that?
From Battlefront 2.
Oh. For a minute, I felt like you were cheating on your test.
No, I did not. My phone is a foot and a half away from me. I did not shoot. Yeah, I actually love that map in Battlefront because it was really easy to fucking toss people off ledges when you're playing as a hero. Especially Darth Vader, because you could like do the choke, the force choke, and like pick them up, and you could like walk with them for a short amount of time. So you just pick them up and walk towards the edge and just let them fucking fall. It was great.
What was that? Was that the original? Well, not the original Battlefront, but the first one of the newer ones?
Battlefront 2.
Oh, there was
Battlefront 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't really play the new ones. I really only played the original two.
I only played the second one of the new ones. That's actually the only Battlefront I ever played. I think maybe way back in the day I might have played one of the original ones.
Well, they were both PS2, so...
Yeah, exactly. Way back in the day. But I never had them. PS2 came out in like 2000? 2001?
Yeah.
Oddly enough, it still feels like it's relatively new.
Yeah, when I actually do that math in my head, not that it's really math, but 20 years ago, yeah, that's a while.
Right? That's a long time. I remember when I got my first PS2, and we had one game for the longest time. It was 007 Agent Under Fire.
Huh.
I played the shit out of that game.
Not even a good game.
No, it wasn't, but as I guess at the time I was 5 or 6 years old.
Yeah, you pretty much enjoy anything at that point.
Oh.
It's like, hey, I can control that thing on the screen? That's amazing.
Yeah. And then I got
done this too.
Ratchet and Clank, still one of my favorite games of all time.
Just tell me that this visit wasn't for nothing.
I found the tomb of a Zeppo sage.
He's feeling himself now.
An advanced civilization of force wielders who mysteriously vanished. No wonder Master Cordova became so obsessed with them. What else did you find?
Before they disappeared, the Zeppo journeyed to the planet Kashyyyk.
Oh.
Cordova had a Wookiee friend named Tarful. Maybe we can find him.
Kashyyyk, I heard things are really bad down there. The Empire's muscling in on those Wookiees big time.
Then we better get ready for a fight.
I think this lifestyle suits you. Fighting that walker seems to have made you more confident. So, how are you holding up?
And with the Force?
Yes, with the Force. I know you said it could be overwhelming.
Haven't gotten myself killed yet. Rather not talk about it.
Yeah, well, I understand. More than you realize.
Why'd you choose to stop using the Force?
When the Purge started, and our clone troops turned against us, my Padawan and I took several younglings and we went into hiding. But we didn't last long. Imperial Patrol was about to discover our location, so I tried to lure them away from my Padawan Trilla. She stayed behind with the younglings, but they caught me. And they tortured me. They wanted to know about the others and how many were left, but mostly they wanted to know about Cordova and where he went. Now, it was a prison riot. I saw my opportunity and I took it. But they almost broke me. And I am not the same as I was, Cal.
Your Padawan. Did she survive?
No. But that's why we can't give up. We can't let the sacrifice of those closest to us be for nothing.
Oh my God.